Welcome to SIRA MCQ YouTube channel. Today we discuss advanced level A-level accounting paper 2025 question number 25. This is related to costing, the categorization, cost categorization. In that time we must focus to requirement. Look here, requirement. Which of the following equation, there are some equation A, B, C, D, which of the following equation are correct? We must identify the correct one. Relation to the classification of cost. Therefore I firstly classified the total cost. Look here, this is the total cost. Total cost divided in two based on the relationship between production. We must identify there are two categorizations of total cost. What are they? There are some costs are related to production process. In that case we identify total production cost. After that we identify non-production cost. Non-production cost, there is the same meaning. We can identify non-production overhead cost. There is a non-production cost. We can use the same word, non-production overhead cost. After that we can classify the production cost again. Total primary cost. This is a production cost categorization. Total primary cost. The other thing is total production overhead cost. This is the production overhead cost. This is the non-production overhead cost. The production overhead cost are indirect cost relation to total production cost. After that we can categorize total primary cost in there are three categorization. What are they? Direct labor cost. Direct material cost. Other one is direct labor cost. After that we categorize this one. Firstly we identify these categorization. Based on after that we can classify both of them. The first categorization is total production cost and non-production cost. The non-production overhead cost. Total production cost can be identified. There are two categories, total primary cost and total production overhead cost. Okay, let's see the question. We must identify the correct statements, correct equations of the categorization. Look here, is a total variable cost equal to direct material cost, variable direct labor cost, variable other direct cost, and variable production overhead, variable non-production overhead. Look here, we must categorize again. This is the categorization. After that we must identify, there are so many categorized. Primary cost can be classified in direct material cost. Other one is direct labor cost. Direct labor cost. Labor cost. Another category is direct other cost. Direct other cost. Other cost. In that time, this is the production related classification of total cost. After that, based on the variable cost and fixed cost. This is a variable cost and fixed cost identification is there is a variation through the based on the units. Based on the production units, there is some cost are variable, some cost are fixed cost. Therefore, all these categorizations we can identify. There are two. What are they? Variable cost and variable cost and what is this? Fixed cost. Fixed cost. This one also we can identify variable cost and variable cost and fixed cost. Fixed cost. Also, these two are also we can identify variable and fixed. Variable and fixed. Variable and fixed. This is the variable cost and the fixed cost. Fixed cost we can identify. Another thing, the direct labor we can identify variable and fixed cost. Okay. After that, this direct other cost we can identify variable cost and fixed cost. Fixed cost. There is two categories. Therefore, look here, the question said what is that? The equation generated through the total variable cost. Total variable cost equal all variable cost in the categorization. All variable cost. In that time, there are variable cost is there variable cost there and there. This is the all variable cost destinations we can identify. In that time, the total variable cost should be identified based on total destinations of variable cost. Therefore, look here, what is the question? They said direct material cost. Look here, you know direct material cost fixed and variable both. But in the practical situation, you know direct materials are variable. Why? The production units can be increased, the material cost should be increased. Therefore, in the practical situation, we can eliminate the fixed cost of direct material. The 99% of direct materials are fixed cost. Variable cost. Therefore, all variable cost we can identify direct material cost. This is the correct one. Okay, direct material cost all should be 99% should be variable cost. Therefore, we can identify variable cost. The next one, variable direct labor cost. This is the direct labor variable one. This point. Okay, variable direct labor cost. This is the variable part only they identified. Okay, variable one. There are fixed one is missing. Okay, we only identify variables. Another category is variable other direct cost. Variable other direct cost. Look here, direct other cost, variable one. Look here, this one is variable. Okay, this is there are 3 variable cost identify using the primary cost. Okay, the other thing is this one. Next one plus variable production overhead. Variable production overhead. This is the production overhead, variable one. Variable production overhead, only variable one. This category is okay. What is the other thing? Other thing is variable non-production overhead. Only variable non-production overhead. Variable non-production. Non-production is there. Non-production overhead is there. Non-production overhead, only variable. Okay, all variable cost. This can be identified though true. Therefore, this statement, this equation is correct. All variables are identified. A is correct. Total cost equal primary cost. Primary cost means look here. Primary cost is this one. Primary cost. I highlight. Primary cost is okay. This category is okay. Primary cost. They find the total cost. You know, total cost equal to primary cost. This category is okay. Primary cost plus production overhead. Look here, there is a production overhead. Production overhead is there. This one is okay. The both primary cost and total production overhead cost are got it. Therefore, we can create this one, total production cost. Okay, this is identified total primary cost. This is the total production overhead cost. Both can be identified, means it can be generate total production cost. Therefore, production cost is okay. Okay, this is total cost path. Therefore, we go to another one, non-production overhead. There, look here, this category is okay. This category non-production overhead is there. Okay, this one is okay. Total cost can be identified both two, total production cost and non-production overhead. Therefore, this formula is correct. Why? This one is okay, this one is okay. Based on that, this one is total production cost is okay. Total production cost, non-production overhead, plus we can identify total cost. Therefore, this equation is correct. B is correct. C, total cost equal direct material cost. Direct material cost means direct material. They identify total cost. Therefore, I use this wrong marks. Sorry. Okay, let's go. They said direct material, the total cost should be identified. Total cost. They said direct material. Direct material is this one. This one is okay. Please eliminate this one. This. Okay, let's go. This I use the correct mark. Okay, what is the first one? First one is total cost equal direct material cost. Direct material cost is okay. Look here, direct material cost is there. This one is okay. Next one direct labor cost is okay. Direct labor cost is there. Primary cost. Direct labor cost is okay. direct labor cost is okay. There are two categories are okay. After that other direct cost is there. Therefore we can accumulate the edit and plus we can get these three categories in one category. Why? This is the primary cost. Is okay. Primary cost is categorized, identified based on the three categories. What are they? Direct material, direct labor, direct other cost. These three cost can be identified as a primary cost. Therefore primary cost is okay. After that they said what is the major one? Total overheads. Total overheads means there is a total overheads there are two branches. Look here, total overheads there. This is the one overhead, this is the production overhead. Total overhead means another overhead, they are non-production overhead. Therefore the total overhead cost means this category is identified. Why? Total overhead means total production overhead and total non-production overhead. Therefore this category is okay. This category is okay, already okay. Primary cost is identified plus total production cost. Therefore total production cost is identified. Why? Primary cost and production overhead can be identified based on the overhead identification. Non-production overhead identify. Why? This is the total overheads. Based on the total overhead, these two branches are identified. Therefore we can identify total cost as based on this equation. Primary cost is identified, the other branches is production overhead and non-production overhead. Both are identified using the total overhead. Therefore we can identify total cost. Okay, this is the identification of total cost. This one is okay. See, look here, total fixed cost. You must be identified the all fixed cost in this categorization. Look here, there is fixed cost are there. There is a fixed cost is there. There are so many locations in fixed cost. Look here, fixed cost is there. This is the area destination. This is the fixed cost. This is the fixed cost. All categories. This is the fixed cost. This is the fixed cost. This is the fixed cost. The all fixed cost must be identified using this equation. Look here. Total fixed cost equal fixed direct labor cost. Why? They missed something. Direct material, you know, only variable. 99% is variable. Therefore total, they firstly identify direct labor fixed cost. Therefore first one is okay. Look here, they miss the direct material. Why? Direct material are 99% are variable. Therefore no fixed cost in direct material. They focus to direct labor cost, fixed one. Okay, next one is fixed other direct cost. Fixed other direct cost. There is a other direct cost, fixed one is this one. Okay, second one is okay. This category is okay. There is a fixed cost. Okay, we must focus. Next one is fixed production overhead. Production overhead. Look here, fixed production overhead. Production overhead is there. Production overhead fixed one. This is one. Production overhead fixed one. Okay, next go to the question. Next point, fixed non-production overhead. Fixed non-production. There is a non-production. Non-production is there. Non-production overhead. Fixed one is this is identification. All fixed cost must be identified. Why? We focus all fixed cost destinations. Okay, this is the identification of fixed cost. Therefore, we can agree with this statement and formula. Okay, D is correct. All A, B, C, D is correct. The answer is 5 for question number 25. Okay, in next video there is a salary sheet, the employee, employer, provident fund, employees salaries related, salary sheets related question in question number 26. Therefore, we meet in question number 26.